Next time on Dragon Ball Cards. Hey everybody, it's the Captain, Dale Kelly, your favorite Purunga, Captain Ginyu, and next time on Dragon Ball Z, that narrator guy. And I'm gonna switch over to our normal camera because at the end of the day, you gotta see me and Tony, because guess what, guys? We're actually gonna be, I gotta shut all this stuff off so we can see. There we go.
Right.
All right, as you can see, I'm running the television station as well as making the show. So hey everybody, how you doing? This is episode 3. Yes, and this is a very special episode because, as you know, Tony owns Funko Mood, and he's been gathering all these up. We're kind of in the card biz together, so you're going to be seeing a lot of us and where to get cards and how to find out about cards. In the last episode, we talked a lot about that. Well, we also showed you a bunch of these. Now, these are all the Japanese ones on the bottom, right, Tony?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now, we kind of figured out that, see, like, here's the American version of a FBO3, and there's the Japanese version of an FBO3. Same coloring, but look how different the box sizes are. Well, didn't we figure out that there's less cards in the Japanese and less packs?
Yeah.
But because of their gaming laws,
the hit rates are a little better.
Right, because they have to guarantee that there's something in every box. Where in the States, they only guarantee, every case?
Yeah, maybe.
And a case is like 10, guys. So what we're going to do, because we've got a few, like we've got the American version of the 9. We've got the Japanese version of the 9. We've got some duplicates, but we don't have a 7. And we're going to go ahead and open the extra 7 because we got 2, just to kind of show you guys a little taste of what the Japanese ones are like. We'll compare those, see if we get any good hits. And then on the next episode that we do, we'll open one of each, the English version and the Japanese version, and that way we'll be able to compare them. So you want to go ahead and grab that box, and I'll tell you guys, the Dragon Ball Z card channel is our baby, and the whole idea of the channel, like we said before, is to explore the world of Dragon Ball cards the same way you guys do, because I know Jack, and Tony is a Pokemon expert. His whole store is Pokemon and Funkos and stuff. He knows all there is to know about those. But Dragon Ball, we're just figuring it out. Like, we bought 2 boxes. We showed you these guys before, but we actually bought 2 boxes of the actual game.
Yeah.
Because as we said earlier, we got 2 different versions. Because as we said earlier, we've talked to everybody who collects the cards and nobody plays the game. Nobody knew how to play the game. In reality,
we're going to figure it out.
What's crazy is that you only play it with 51 cards.
Yeah.
That's it. Thousands of cards out there, and you only play it with 51. So, look, I got to ask you to do me a favor. Hey, one of the guys in the store here, is anybody here? Or they're all outside getting ready for our party that we're having today. So, could you do me a favor and grab some scissors for me? Because these guys like to rip them. I'm kind of anal when it comes to this kind of stuff, and I get real frustrated when I open something, because you guys can see my frustration. I literally open these up so that there can't be any damage on this card whatsoever, right? It's like, this is, you can go ahead and rip yours, Tony. But I cut them off like this and pull them out like that. Now, you would think there wouldn't be any damage on this card, right? Because of the way I did it. But I literally took it out where it couldn't. Oh, well, of course, I didn't cut the foil all the way down either, so that's crazy. Now, what we're going to do is, because I got the 2 shot, I got to get the 2 shot up here, so let me get to the 2 shot. All right, so here we go. Now we've got it where we can lay the cards out in front of you and check them out and see what's up and compare them. So now usually, where's the good cards are like, one of them's in the middle and the other one's back, and then the one's in the back.
Yeah.
It's like I notice in these, that's where you get a lot of these cards, which in the English version are the effects, right? Like that's what they do.
Oh, that's cool.
So look at these. They're pretty good looking cards. Yeah. You can still sell if they're commons, common, uncommon. There's a rare foil. Wow, they only have... Oh, and you got an awakened card. So these are what's known as awakened cards, and they're double-sided. I sign a lot of these for people, and they have different things on it depending on which side you got. So there's what we got so far in this one, ladies and gentlemen. This is what Tony pulled. That's what I pulled. So as you can see, yeah, the foil card's nice.
Yeah.
We're going to set these off to the side.
Are still good.
They are, aren't they?
Yeah.
You know, one thing you got to show people is the different things that people look at when they're grading, because that's the thing.
The centering, look at the edges, the wear and tear, to see if it's ripped or.
Now take a look. Do you see any nicks or cuts in any of these? Just a random one, like this is the foil one.
Yeah, this one too.
I don't really see anything in it. But you know what? There again, Tony, you've got me looking at this stuff so crazy. That's off center.
Yeah.
See, ladies and gentlemen?
Just a little bit.
See that? When you get into grading, let me get this up real close as I can so you can see it. See how the edge left and right in my hand is slightly different? I mean, stop it and zoom in if you want, but that drives me bat, crazy, because you had nothing to do with this.
No.
It was made at the factory that way, and you can't get it graded as a 10, and it came out of a pack from the factory. All right, well, I tell you what, let's do what we were going to do, because we got something we're going to do with the commons for you guys, too. So let's take all the ones that you think should just be the regular commons, and we'll put those in a stack.
Yeah.
And then we'll take the foils and anything that's an uncommon or the awakened card, we'll set those off to the side. Because that way, you know what, guys, we'll also show you in a typical box how many hits you actually got.
Yeah.
So, all right, so you go ahead and grab another one. I'll grab another one. And, yeah, I cut this one all the way for a change. All right. So, there's an Android. Isn't that Android 16?
Yeah, I think
that's one that.
Japanese or
yeah, that's one that my friend Jeremy, who's one of the directors of Crunchyroll, he'll like that. Ooh, a Frieza action card.
That one's cool.
That's a cool one. And then we got we got a cool foil card.
Oh, that one is cool.
Now that one's listed as just a rare. In case you guys didn't know, which you all probably do, but if you're learning like me, right down here in the bottom corner of the card. Okay, right down there in the bottom corner is a letter, and that's where whether they're common, uncommon, rare, secret rare, super rare, ultra rare, whatever. That's where it's listed right there. And now, Tony, when you dial up a card on your phone, tell them what you actually look for on the card to find it, so they can find it on the apps and look too.
In English, sometimes you can just type in the name. There's some apps where you just take a picture of it and it goes. Most of the time with Dragon Ball, I just type in the number of the card. Like this is from the FB series, FB07. So I would just type in FB07-020. And then
so that whole number on the bottom
that's
there.
how I would look it up on that.
Now, what software do you use?
I use
Are there different?
around. That's what we use. There's different ones. People use TCG Player.
Because some of them are free and some of them you have to pay for.
Correct.
Right?
I pay for quite a few different ones because I do cards.
Well, that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
You need to have access all the time. That's the thing about those softwares, guys. It's like anything. You get so many free ones, but if you're really into trading, you should probably go ahead and buy the software, because that way you can check everything whenever you see it.
And if you collect, it helps keep track of your collection and everything.
Now, is this card, I always notice this on the back, is this actually, what is this? Is this worth anything, or is it just a filler?
Like in the Pokemon ones, the code card, you can scan it and like open a digital pack and get digital things.
Oh, so this gives, because I never understood the digital world too, because I don't collect, so I didn't understand NFTs, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Where you buy something that's only in the digital world, yet somehow it's supposed to be worth money?
Yeah.
Man.
It's not really worth money. It's just more to help you to play on the app.
Oh, is that what it is? Yeah. Oh, okay, because people do play Pokemon on the app too, right?
Yeah.
I don't know if there is a Dragon Ball app.
I don't know. I was looking last night. I couldn't find one that said it like this
well,
game.
When I worked at the show, they were first talking about the games in the beginning.
I found a tutorial app, but that's all it was. It was just
really?
Straight up
of how to play the game itself? Well, remember, we saw a guy brought in a game that evidently came out 2000, 2001, and then was discontinued because of lack of interest. He had that whole game in a binder.
Yeah.
Every single card. We couldn't figure out what it was worth because we couldn't find any place it was posted. But my friend Aaron up there in Illinois, he knew about it and remembered it and stuff, but he didn't know how to get priced out either. So, all right. So, what of these we got? We got an Android and Krillin foil. And what did you get in yours? Is that a pan?
I think
that's. No, that's Pan.
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll have to look at the English. That's the thing about opening the Japanese versions.
some of these characters I don't know.
Some of them, yeah, exactly. I mean, I wasn't at the show for some of these characters, so I know them and some I don't.
Yeah.
So, I know that Android characters do really well too. People like those, but all right. So there's a foil goes with the foil, and okay, you guys saw those 5, so those will go back in there. We'll pull out another random one and check the quality of it too, because you got to wonder if it's if it's the whole run.
Yeah.
That was off center and stuff like that. That's what makes it so hard to me to collect. Is that so much of this stuff is completely out of your control from the factory, not from somebody like having an old box and have it get hot. Like there are some gold cards that we took a look at that I had from other things, and because they were in older boxes that I bought off of, we bought those off eBay and stuff, right? So. You see the gold on them starts getting little lines because of the heat and how they were stored, and the card's still perfect, but they'll look at that and nope, sorry. All right, so here's the next one. That's the action card. Yeah, they're all cool looking. Here's another one of the little robot guys. Oolong. Mark says he can never sell Oolongs. Why don't you guys like Oolong? Mark Britton, who played Oolong, he always tells me that's the one Funko he never sells because nobody buys Oolong. I guess nobody liked Oolong. He was, huh?
Yeah, he was real funny.
That's a Frieza card, I think, right?
That one's cool.
And that one's that. I've got some other foils of this one.
Oh, that one's got texture on it too.
Look at that one too. Now that one we might have struck.
This is an SR. This is super rare.
So we might have hit gold on that one. We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll check them out later, and what we'll do on the next episode that we do, whatever of these cards we pulled, we'll try to look them up and stuff and have the information for you when we do the show, so you'll get an idea, because that's the whole idea of this. Is we'll open a box one episode, and the next episode we'll open another box, but we'll tell you what we found, and you guys can look them up and see how much they're worth.
Yeah, we'll take care of all that.
Yep. All right. So we got another set of commons here. And I guess you should hang on to those if you like the video. You don't play it on your phone and
Somebody
stuff.
might.
Yeah, actually, and that's the thing. Don't throw any of this stuff away. Give them to kids. All right. One of the things we're going to do is we're making up kid packs and mystery boxes for kids and things like that. Because at the end of the day, a 5 or 6 year old just wants the card. They don't care about the collecting.
Their favorite character.
So this comes from an experience that I had. Here, you grab another one. At a card show I did where I looked over and there was a trash can full of a huge box of Pokemon and all the sleeves were still in it. So I thought somebody thrown it away by accident or something. So I handed it to one of the vendors next to me and said, "Hey man, here's a box full of cards." Well, they got all excited for about 20 seconds and looked at it, and then all of a sudden I look over, it's back in the trash again. Well, it was back in the trash again because they didn't find anything that they collected. Well, I started thinking about it. I was like, yeah, but all those 5 and 6 year old kids that just want to get free cards and don't even know about collecting, but they're learning. Why are you sending those to landfills? Why aren't you giving them to those kids? That's why, Tony, tell them what you do with the Pokemon overstock.
We keep the bulk. We help master set. We help do build decks. We do all kinds of things like that.
He gives people cards that come in here. If they need to build a deck or something and he's got bulk, he just lets them look into it or pulls it or most of the time he knows where it is and they don't.
Yeah, I usually can pull it right out. There's another.
There's 2 action cards in this deck. So if you played, that would have been a pretty good pull, I think, to get 2 action cards like that.
Yeah.
And then, oh, dude, look, we got comparison. Isn't that the same card without the texture?
No.
Or is it slightly different?
Slightly different.
Same character? No. That's cooler.
I pulled one.
Or isn't that what's that? Yeah, King Cool.
Oh, King Cold.
King Cold. Isn't that who that is?
That's who that is.
Yes. I stumble and fumble trying to remember all these characters.
Secret Rare. Pretty cool.
Wow, look at that. Look at that, guys. Look at that secret rare. Let me zoom in. Check that one out. So far, we've gotten 2.
Yeah, in the same box.
Yeah, in the same box of only, 24 sleeves, I think there were.
Yeah.
But there's less cards in the box.
Yeah.
So the commons are pretty cool, too. We did get 2 action cards. You didn't get any action cards in yours, huh?
No, it's been a few times I did.
Yeah. So, and I know those are valuable in the game itself.
Yeah.
That people play. We've been talking about the game, and it still cracks me up. Here we are opening sleeves, and you play the game with only 51 cards.
Yeah.
50, what they call 50 battle cards,
And a leader.
and a leader card. And they're listed on there, aren't they? We got to look at the cards and show where it says that.
Yeah, I'll take it out.
Because I know it says on here too. I mean, God forbid I'd know how to say it in Japanese, but Oh, you got an action card. That one's a pretty cool one. Oh, dude, we didn't get any. Oh, that's where it says it on the side. Battle. Okay, so all those are battle cards. I mean, that one,
it's okay.
It's all right. I mean, it's nice for a common to sell people, but I guarantee that probably ain't worth much.
No, still a cool card.
No, and see, that's the difference, guys. There's 3 ways to look at this that I see. I mean, maybe you'll agree with me. Yeah. And I'm banging on the microphone, so sorry. All right, we're just getting used to all this stuff. I just bought this gear to do this with. There are the people who play the game, and they're looking for cards to actually, like Pokemon, to actually build a deck to play a game with. There's people that want to make money collecting cards and buying and selling them.
Correct.
And then there's the third group of people that just love the cards and just want to hang on to them and just collect them. So that's what we're doing the show for. It's basically 3 different kinds of people. And then they're different.
Everybody.
Yeah, exactly. But if you're one of those 3 groups, trust me, you're going to figure all this stuff out just like us. I figure I'll be a pretty good expert with Dragon Ball cards by the time I get done with this.
Well, we're going to try at least.
Well, I mean, look, if nothing else, everybody that we've met and everybody that we're talking with knows so much about this. You can't help but absorb some of it.
Yeah, for sure.
And trust me, guys, if anything comes up, you can bet your butt that I'm not going to tell you. I'm going to tell you, all right, wait, let's call them and say this, because I want you guys to get all the benefits out of this stuff that you should. Back in the day when I was in radio, all right, because I spent my life pretty much in the entertainment business. I didn't keep a lot of the collectibles and merch that I got. The main reason was it always meant more to you guys than it did to me. So I gave away all, every rock band you've ever heard of from the late, early 80s through the 90s. I would get promo stuff, merch, CDs, whatever. And man, just give it away to people.
Yeah.
Because that's the only way I got my movie poster back. Yeah. I gave it to a friend, found out they weren't going to make any more of them. And Wayne took it upon himself to give it back to me. Yeah. So I'd have one. That was the Trunks movie when I did that. What'd you pull? Did you get anything?
No.
Not really, huh? Is
King
that
Cold?
Is that another King Cold?
And then, Mecha Frieza.
Yeah, I was hoping it was a Captain Ginyu. You'd never see poor Ginyu.
Some Dragon Balls or Frieza. Pretty cool ones.
Yeah, not bad, not bad. That's, is that Kale? Is that guy's name?
Yeah, maybe.
I want to say, because I think I've got some of his pops. So far, we've only gotten 2 really kick ones. We've gotten a lot of foils, we've gotten a lot of those, and we've gotten a lot of commons. Several of the action cards. That's right, because they say
some pretty cool action cards.
Well, they say extra on the side of them, so they call them extra cards. But all these other ones are battle cards, so. And it's obviously the text on the card is what it does, just like Pokemon.
I'm sure that the extra is more like your item or supporter, and these are more like your
if you Pokemon, have more like
and or whatever, like you play that guy. I think we could.
Well, it'd be too funny if it was similar.
I bet it is.
We go through it. It's like actually you play it kind of the same way, because then that begs the question: why don't people play this? Yeah. And they still play Pokemon? Because, I mean, people told me they used to have tournaments. They used to do all kinds of stuff with the Dragon Ball stuff. But,
stuff like that.
Yeah, we're still working. Everything's going. I have to check the monitor every once in a while. Yeah. So let me get this one open here so Tony can.
Some pretty cool.
Oh, that's the new Captain Ginyu, right? That's the body that I possessed before they killed me after 5 minutes. Oh, that's cool, too.
Yeah. Goten.
Wow. Well, there's one everybody's gonna love. There's a Vegeta and a Piccolo. Ooh. Okay. Now this is one that's pretty cool. Look at that. It's textured, and that's what they call I want to say they call that alternate art, but it
Yeah.
has that kind of
The
texture to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, show them that one right there. Yeah, see that one? That one's very cool. You know what's funny though about these? In the American ones that we've opened, remember some of the packs have two.
Yeah.
They have like a foil and then a super rare,
Yeah.
or a foil and this.
Some of them.
But these, it looks like consistently it's only one card.
Yeah.
You get one action card or one of those extra cards, and then you get one foil or something else.
Yeah. I've gotten two once, and I've gotten none once.
Yeah, I got two that one time. That one actually, guys, I got to show you this one. If you remember right, that was Captain Ginyu that came back, and then they killed him off in like 5 minutes. So I wasn't that guy. No, I'm still living as a frog. And as far as me, they actually never killed me off. All right, so we're about halfway through, and we've gotten one awakened card.
Yeah.
And
cool,
that is a really cool Shenron. That's actually the picture that's on the packages. We actually got that card, which is very cool. I wonder how many times people pull that. How on the boxes, all these.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I wonder how many times each box contains that card. So like this box would have this one, this would have this one. Because so far we pulled this card out of this box,
Correct.
which is very cool. If you actually got that one card.
I've seen some duplicates, but I've seen a lot of cards that are different. So,
I haven't seen many duplicates like that one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one. I saw a couple of duplicates of some alternate characters. Oh, there you go. There's a Bulma. We haven't seen her before, have we?
No, not that one.
That's the first Bulma. Let me get mine out of here. Takes me a second longer, guys, because the way I'm doing it. And there's your, there's that one. There's that one too. Okay, let me see what I've got here. I forget who this thing is.
I'm not quite sure on that.
I don't either, but I know that's Frieza. I know that this is too funny. Am I wrong, or is his ass hanging out?
Yeah, that's what I was showing you all.
Look at that. That's so funny, guys. It just shows that the Japanese version.
Or Goken.
Yeah, with his ass hanging out, flashing himself. That one, that's okay.
Yeah.
Although it's one of those. I forget what they call these in the other game because it is an extra.
Yeah.
But it's a character extra. It's like look at the other ones. Like the other ones are not textured like that.
Have a foil.
Yeah, it's actually a foil extra, which does make it a little bit more rare.
Yeah.
And then there's the other two that I got. So there's what we pulled out of that pack, guys.
Yeah.
Hope you're enjoying this.
Yeah,
All right,
for sure.
We're having fun. I like doing this stuff. Never thought I did. So that one we'll set aside with the foils because that is a foil, even though it's an extra card. And these all go back in the extra pile. And I got a few over here. Yeah, we're a little over halfway through. So far, you see. Now, how much would a box like those cost?
It depends on the series. It could be cheap as $50, but it could be upwards of $200.
Really? So now for this one, do you remember what we paid for the 7?
I want to say it was around like $70, $80.
Okay, so that gives you guys a judge that we got this for about say $80, and that's the cards that we pulled so far. So remember that, and we will. So the next episode we do that, we'll say, okay, this was an $80 box. Here's what we pulled. Here's what it came with. So then you guys, like I said, the three of you guys can either look at it from the card point of view, from the money point of view, or from the, wow, I wish I had that card point of view. All right. I'm pulling a lot of cards that I don't see.
Yeah.
But like right there, I say that, and there's a duplicate of him.
But I pulled that. You did it.
No, but I'm just saying, out of the same box, we pulled that duplicate. There's another foil of that same character. That's unusual. I would say that's unusual that you pull that many foils of the same character. All right. Did you have that one? I thought you pulled that. Did you pull that?
Yeah, a while ago.
Yeah, you pulled that one, so we did get that one. And there's the other two.
Same character, but it's a different card.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Same character, but
the writing
card.
is on a different.
Yeah.
And the number's only off by 1 or 2, because this one's 81, that one's 83.
Oh, okay. That's also how we could figure out how many cards there might be in the game.
Yeah.
Theoretically, you would be able to look at the number and find the highest number and say, okay, that's what it is.
Yeah.
You know what's going to be interesting to see if any of these cards are in the actual deck that we open.
Maybe not these because those are Is this a 7?
Yes.
Yeah. So maybe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We got a 7 and a 6 over there. It would be interesting to see if 51 of these particular cards that we pull out of these is the actual starter deck.
That would be cool.
Because didn't you tell me that all the starter decks are the same in the boxes?
And they're the same. There's an extra pack.
The only reason I thought it's like, okay, so that one says 81. Well, if there's 50 battle cards and 1 leader card, then there's at least 1 through 50 in there. So that means there's at least 30 expansion cards. Because that's what I'm trying to figure out is how many actual different expansion cards are there to a specific series?
Yeah.
Because like with my game, Cycles of War, our game, it starts out with 3 decks of 35 cards each.
Right.
Now those are specific to the game. You won't be able to get those in expansion packs because they come with the game.
Right.
Now I've got enough cards to do expansion packs to be about 2,200 cards on each side, but that's it.
Yeah.
Now there will be multiples and other things and rares and super rares and stuff, but there's a finite number of cards to that game.
Yeah.
So, unless people want me to keep creating them, what we talked about is doing is because my game is based on the books and the invasion cycle. We just make we just do, instead of Invasion 7, which is what the game is now, we jump to Invasion 9, where you have a different set of cards. The 7s can still play, but the 9s are stronger. The towns and ships are bigger. Hold more, exactly. So now you can mix and match stronger cards and weaker cards.
Yeah.
So to kind of do what these guys do, but in a completely different way. If you guys want to find out about my game, go to cyclesofwar.com, go to the Cycles of War YouTube channel, because my son and my grandkids take care of that YouTube channel. And they play the game, teach people how to play the game, show you where to buy it. And it's a lot of fun. You'll like it. Tony's one of the master warriors, and his store is one of the outposts. So
it's a very fun game.
Now, we were talking about Dende cards. Now, there's another good-looking Dende card. I have a lot of cards I signed that have Purunga and Dende on them. There's 2 different versions of that card from the older cards, because a lot of people want to get me to sign Purunga. What did you pull? Anything interesting?
Not Gamma one, just a hollow. I see something shiny over there, though.
Yep. Now, there is a extra card of the same character we're talking about. Ooh, baby. All right. A full art, too. Those are supposed to be worth a lot. See that one? Let's get that one up close there. Take a look at that, guys. That one is pretty cool. Take a look at that one, man. And there's the other ones that I pulled out of that one.
It's a SCR.
Super.
I don't know.
SCR. Super something rare. I forget what the C is, but it's on the box.
Yeah.
I think it's on the 7 box that we'll find it. But yeah, isn't that cool? Okay, so we got we're down to the last 4 packs out of how many packs were in the box?
24.
24. So we got 4 left, and so far we've done okay. I think. I don't know. From a collector's point of view, we did. Oh, dude, we passed on this one. We got another Awaken card. So we got 2 Awaken cards so far.
That shiny was.
Yep.
Distracting.
Yep. I know it was. I just saw the sign. It says Awaken. That's the only reason I noticed those now, because I know what to look for. All right, so we're doing the last 4 packs here, of a 24 pack of a FB07 Japanese version of the Dragon Ball trading cards. So that's Trunks. The first time I think I've seen Trunks. There's another Shenron, and it's a extra card. And there's another, that's another alternate art one, a textured foil. So that's pretty cool. And then just 2 more regular character ones. And then another one of those.
So,
what did you get? Did you get anything?
Nothing really. I haven't seen that card yet.
I did. I pulled one of those. So we got 2 of those so far.
Yeah.
So, and what's that? This is what you pulled. You know what? I think I have this cell in the American version.
Yeah, it's a pretty cool card.
I want to say I do, because I think we opened one of these boxes once. a while
I
back.
think maybe it was at the other show that we did.
It did, but I think we opened an American version of that because I want to say I got that cell, but maybe not. I mean, there's so many. All right, last 2 packs of this round. We wrapping up the show here in a sec. As you guys saw, we will show you all the ones we pulled that we thought were exceptional and that you can see. Oh, well, now look, we got an action card with actually one of the main characters.
And another booty one.
And they actually love to hold that booty out there, don't they? That's a true thing in the Japanese cards. I don't think you'd find that in the American ones. We'll have to look and see. You know, because I mean, I told Tony about with Dragon Ball back in the day when we did the show. They had to edit a lot of the stuff out because it was going to the Cartoon Network. So obviously, the guys like Mario and Lalo and the guys that did the Spanish show, not only did they do it earlier than us, they did the entire show where we did kind of an abridged version. And they've told me that theirs is actually funnier and it's also more R-rated. So that's a really cool foil.
Yeah,
that's a Trunks GT. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's what see, and there again, the card. You know what we never saw? Did you see one Bardock?
No.
I mean, that movie, you know, that I did is one of the most popular characters and everything in there, and yet he never got a Funko.
Yeah.
I pull cards and stuff, and every once in a blue moon, I'll pull a Bardock. Like you saw all the ones that we're sending in a bunch to get graded. We'll show you those later, guys. That 36 we showed you in the other episode. And there were some Bardock cards in there, but boy, they're rare.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, those are the commons. We didn't get another Waking card, did we? I don't want to miss it. All right. So, let's wrap up our poll and see what we got here. So far, out of a box of 24 Japanese sleeves with 6 cards in the sleeves, what it was?
Yeah.
Okay, so we got 2 Awakens. We got 5 that we think are actually pretty cool. Now, that's the thing. Next thing you got to do is we got to look at them and see if they have any flaws and see if they actually could be graded.
Or if they have value for the value purpose or collectible purpose.
Well, that's what we ought to do is when we'll do that, we'll talk about that. And when we show people the cards next time, you know, when we open another box, we'll start the show by showing what happened to these cards, if they were damaged, what we thought they could go with, which ones we're going to send in. And then you guys will be able to track them each one so you can kind of see the whole process. Because, you know, another thing I've been thinking, we ought to go ahead and send some cards to all the graders that you trust. Yeah. Not everybody, because we all have our opinions. Right. And I don't want to say anything about anybody here. We're just going to pick some ones that we feel that would do the best for us. And that's where the ones we're going to tell you to go to. But obviously we're not endorsing anybody because nobody paid us or nothing. Yeah. We're just trying, like you, to find out who's going to take care of our stuff the best. Because, you know, if you spent money to buy this stuff, the last thing you want to do is get damaged on the way there or lost or any of 1,000 different things that could happen that make you really upset that you spent money for something you cherished and it's gone. Yeah. How many foils did we get?
So they're counting this one here.
Yep, because that's a foil.
There's 19.
19 foils.
That goes 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. So every card had a foil in it.
So
every pack had a foil.
Because tell them about the Japanese thing.
Yeah, well, I mean, the anti-gambling laws, they try to give you a better hit rate on them.
Because we've talked about, I laugh about it all the time. We talked about this, that in America, Pokemon's almost like a scratcher card. Because you never know what you're going to get. If you pull something, I can tell people the worst thing about it is, at least with the scratcher, if it says $10, you get $10 no matter how long it takes you to cash in the card. You may pull a Pokemon card or even a Dragon Ball card that's $500 one day and $1.50 the next, because all of a sudden somebody figured out there's another 100 of them out there and they all grayed out.
Or there was a different one that looked different.
Yeah, and they like that one better.
Yeah.
That was the other thing about it. And then the poor guy who spent the $150 on it, he's left. It's like, you know, it's like betting on the stock market. You buy a stock and it drops, and it's like, yep, okay, next. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, once again, Tony, tell them all the information about the store because that's how they're going to be able to get a hold of us a lot.
You can find us on Facebook and Funko Mood, Instagram, same. The address is 206 East 52nd Street, Odessa, Texas, 79762.
Phone number?
432-254-7675.
And you can find me here. You can find me at cyclesofwar.com, Instagram, Real Captain Ginyu. If you're interested in having me at a show, if you're a vendor or something looking and you want either us to come out and do a cards and Captain Ginyu show where I do the narrator and everything, and we sign all kinds of stuff. However you want to do it, let us know, because that's what we're moving into. We're going to have a card booth and my booth, and we're going to try to interact with as many of you guys as we can, because I did morning radio back in the day, and trust me, it's like going out and doing an old morning radio show again where you get to hang out with the fans and stuff. So that being said, it looks like everything worked. We got a great episode.
Yeah.
And, thank you for watching. Thank you for checking it out. Check out the next episode. It'll be up probably in another week. We're trying to do these once a week. So, I'll post a short telling you, oh, yeah, that idiot that said we're trying to do them. Yeah, well, we're actually doing them. So you want to say goodbye, Tony?
We'll see ya.
All right, you guys have a good one, and we'll see you next time on Dragon Ball Cards.